Don't we all want to be a Kamen Rider? Your mission: fight a bunch of robbers dressed up in the ski masks. I'm on it. Semaru Shoka Jigoku no Gundan Warera Nerau Kuroi Kage Sekai no Heiwa wo Mamoru tame Go, go, let's go Kagayaku Machine Rider Jump Rider Kick Kamen Rider Kamen Rider Rider. Yep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Morphin Network, where we're doing a brand new podcast. We were planning on doing it eventually, just now it's the best time to do it because there's a new anime series that just came out. And who would we be if not for our desire to cover it? That's right. Welcome to the Toku Miscellaneous podcast, where we talk about all things tokusatsu that are not the big three or Power Rangers. And it just so happens that it's big three adjacent because we are here to talk about the new anime. Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. Episode 1. Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Ooh, oh boy. This episode. This show.
Apparently it was a manga that had been published.
Yeah, it has 16 volumes now.
Monthly Heroes. May 1st of 2018. And then going on to October 30th in 2020, and then Complex or Comiplex in November 27th, 2020 up to today.
Yeah.
Originally, it's still going on as a manga. 16.
Yeah, right now, they currently have 68 chapters. But the last 4 chapters, as of this moment, have not been transcribed into tankobon format. So we are currently at 16 volumes as of April 4th. Appropriately timed. And they cover the first 64 volumes. So I'm guessing 64 chapters. So I'm guessing it's 4 chapters per volume.
So far, there is no Americanization of this manga yet.
Lamentably.
So it could happen because I do recall years ago that when they were doing the Ultraman manga, the Netflix Ultraman, what a lot of people would say, we actually we weren't sure if we were going to get an anime or a manga because we knew that was happening. But then, luck behold, we do get a manga series for that Ultraman series.
Yep.
So it's like, could we possibly get Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider? It's possible.
We got Go-Go Loser Ranger. That manga series was 8 volumes in the US release when the anime came out.
See, this is what I mean, and this is a good thing. We don't know yet because as far as the information goes, so far we are only getting the simul-dub broadcasting from Japan. We're not sure if this show is going to be localized or dubbed by Crunchyroll or whomever. Mm-hmm. But again, as we have said in many podcasts before, and again, Toko is literally, it goes hand in hand with everything Japanese.
Yep.
I've said it many a time that you can, for a weeb, you will automatically think of Pokemon, Hello Kitty, Rama Raid, and the big 3 in terms of Japanese culture. And that's where you start, right? That's where we all started.
Yeah.
And then it grows. As you grow, you start to get into taste. And I will say, in terms of an anime, I kind of got tired of like watching like the same stuff, especially during the big isekai boom of the 2000s.
Yeah, no, like
You know, I mean, I know this could somewhat fall into an isekai, but technically not, because the thing was that I got kind of bored watching anime because we either had the isekais or the idol animes.
yeah,
So
honestly, like as far as idol anime goes, for me it's mostly Oshinoko because it
yeah,
actually goes into detail about like the behind the scenes of idol culture.
and that's
And
why
honestly, that's the interesting part of it. But like, let's be honest, like the entire second season was about like making a stage play, and it's like they literally spent 4 whole episodes just doing the actual play.
Well, I mean that's the thing with even like Oshinoko, it's like I want to know who's their dad. Like who is this man? What's going on?
Yeah, what's with all the crows?
Yeah, what's that? Oh, what? And then we get that. That's the problem with like anime with that is that we could give you the story, but we got to give you some like in between stuff, which I'm like very few mainstream animes have I recently watched that I'm so down for this, and then it just kills me in the second season because I'm like, wait. We were doing this, and now we obligatory beach episode that leads into something that doesn't have to do anything with what we're doing originally. It's kind of like
honestly, that's a thing in Bleach. That's like
Bleach, Naruto, One Piece in its earlier days did that, where it was like, wait, weren't we doing this? But why are we? So obviously, I got bored. And then out of nowhere, that's where I guess tokusatsu came into my life because I was always curious about, the live action, also, because at that time, live action movies such as like the Death Note movies, those 2 that came out, also L Changes the World.
I love L Changes the World. I actually have it on DVD.
Also at that time, during that time span, they had like specials. Like Fathom events would bring in like Gantz, the live action.
Yeah.
They did the live action Gantz. They did several other that I was actually very interested in. And then I would look up these actors. I'm like, hey, they were also in a Power Rangers show, being a kid back then, not knowing Sentai or Kamen Rider. And that's how I started to transition. Because, like, okay, I want to follow these people. Just like you follow actors on TV or movies, you want to know what they did before or what they do that's not related to an anime. So, same thing goes, Aya Haruno, who's Haruhi, and for modern weebs is Lucy from Fairy Tail. She not only is a voice actress, but also a model, singer, performer, like all around, like just like many of the Kamen Rider people, all around just talented. So that's how I started with Toko, and I was like, but then you started noticing as the years went on, following the actors, following their careers, realizing also in manga and in anime how much Toko influenced a lot. In anime, like we said before, Sailor Moon, the Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball Z are major, big time references.
Team Rocket in the Corfish episode, and also Excel Guard from season 15 of Pokemon.
Yeah, in Pokemon they had a Gliscor Man, who was obviously looked like Batman, but how he looked and how he acted, that's a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, but more importantly, the Great Excel Guard is literally a Kamen Rider. Like you got like a Dr. Cryogonal who's like obviously a reference to Dr. Shinigami. Yeah. And like he has like the Vanillish troopers that are clearly like shocker grunts.
Well, you kind of also look at like Pokemon, like we said, Team Rocket. Team Rocket also is kind of like Shocker from the original Kamen Rider. Is there a hero or protagonist? No. But here's the thing, though, that is a very small reference to Kamen Rider, but can be slightly pinned on there. So Team Rocket, the evil organization, created a altered genetic.
Oh, Mewtwo. You're doing Mewtwo.
Right? Created Mewtwo, right? And then in the first movie, we found out that the evil stalker boss, which is Giovanni, gets his trooper back and then puts him in an armor. Really?
Yeah.
But says that the armor not only protects him, but also compresses and focuses his power. Kind of like what Ichigo went through. But the thing is that Mewtwo went with it for a while. They did do that in Kamen Rider the first, but then Mewtwo just rebelled and fought against and destroyed them, which technically, but then became a villain later on. So, yes, there's your little Kamen Rider reference for Mewtwo right there. He's like he's the edgy Kamen Rider before edgy Kamen Rider was a thing.
I mean, we could also go with the route of Cyborg 009 because
009 also was created by
Ishinomori,
by Ishinomori Sensei, the man who also created a manga, which was the Kamen Rider Cyborg 009 and the Go Rangers, which would be adapted into Super Sentai.
And Kikaider.
Well, again, when people tell me that, when I tell them what I'm into or what I'm watching, they laugh. I've had many young weeps laugh at me like, you're watching Power Rangers? I'm like,
yeah,
bitch, please, you're still waiting on like season 2 of some miscellaneous show that will never get a season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting on that 5th volume of Zombie Powder.
Well, that's up for
I'm waiting on that 3rd season of WMEC Masters.
I know some people will be like, Steven, how can you say, like, you've only mentioned Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z? All right, here you go. Taikubo for Bleach. We have the Katakura Rangers, right?
Yes, and the Katakura Rider, and the Katakura Riser, and you got Mashiro.
Here's another one from the big 3. So you can argue and
Sogo Mask.
Sogo Mask in One Piece, absolutely. Sogo Mask, because they even did a Kamen Rider opening for Sogo Mask.
Yeah, which clearly sounds like Kamen Rider X's opening.
But here's another one.
Yes, Sniper King from Sniper Isle.
One Piece also did the Germa Kingdom, which, again, the Germa Kingdom is both by Sanji's family, the Germa and Judge, which look at Reiju, Nanji, Yonji, and Kyoji. You look at all the way pink, blue, red, green, and then...
I'm surprised the pink one wasn't Goji, because then you would have...
Well, Reiju was born before her brother, so she wasn't.
That's true.
She was the eldest who was only modified. And also, she was modified, yes, but the kids were biologically modified. Kind of sounds like a Kamen Rider, right? But they're more towards the Sentai because of their enhancements.
Oh, and also going back to DBZ, there's also what's his name? Great Saiyaman.
Great Saiyaman is
which honestly is my favorite arc from Dragon Ball Z. Like high key, it's only 5 episodes, but it's my favorite arc.
Saiyaman is a reference to Rider Man. But also in One Piece, we also have a Soba Mask, which is Sanji's raid suit, which he goes black. Like, but wouldn't that be the part of the Sentais, Steven? Yes, but again, Sanji works by himself, and Soba Mask was not introduced until Wano, where the Germa Rangers were not there. It was only him. He was a masked vigilante running around. So, Kamen Rider,
and let's not forget in Durarara there was a clip of what's his name of not Izaya not Masaomi, the blonde guy who always wants to beat up Izaya. I keep forgetting his name.
That guy.
Yeah, like he was supposed to be like a performer on like one of those dinner theaters, and like he was like dressed up as like a shocker grunt, and like he lifted a table up and like beat up like the Green Ranger. Yeah.
So and again, I could pull out not just Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, but also Demon Slayer. You can kind of say there's some references, manga such as Love Hina, Negima, My Dress Up Darling. Rosario Vampire, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh definitely had Kamen Rider and Super Sentai references. I mean, even Joey Wheeler straight up said, it's like, now with this bazooka, my Brigadier Landstar gets a 500-point boost, and it's a reference to Kamen Rider Zolda.
I mean, also the fact, I know some people are going to, okay, now you're stretching it. Look at Gundam. More famously, look at G Gundam, Gundam Wing, Gundam 00. All those five multicolored robots of the same type fighting against one evil faction.
Yeah, like even in the case of Steed and OG, like you got a human who's like an experimental test subject to be the ultimate new type / coordinator.
Yeah.
And like, so he's basically teetering on the edge of humanity and inhumanity to fight against his brethren.
Yeah. So again, when a lot of people tell me that anime is not influenced by that, or that's kids stuff, I'm like, what do you think the kids who are watching this right now, who watched it back in 74, 76, that they saw and then later grew up and made their own theories?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, be as it may, influence and is the best, as I say. It's representation, but if you're a fan, and if you see it, you're like, yes, I see it. And also, yeah, you could say it's Power Rangers as well. I mean, that's what also was another reference.
Yeah, Dynaman from Night Flight.
Yeah, and then we go into like other shows that that reference. Look at American shows. How many We Bear Bears? Not only had
they straight up had Jason Frank, may rest in peace.
They had the late Jason Frank show up as the White Bear Ranger,
Silver
Bear Ranger in We Bear Bears, doing his thing, and even
the kiosks,
Ben 10, OKKO, Gravity Falls, so many. It's like, you can't, don't laugh at it. Don't knock it, because it's like if they reference the Justice League or the Avengers, are you gonna laugh at that? No, you're gonna, that's so cool.
like even the Bohemian Rhapsody arc in Stone Ocean had references to like Batman, Spider-Man, Ultraman, Kenshiro, and a Gundam. Heck, even in Ready Player One, we had a Gundam.
Yeah, we had a Gundam.
And the guy who pilots the Gundam does the theme song to Dumb Brothers.
Yeah. So, again, is it so weird taking a Toko property and making it into an anime, or referencing said property in the anime?
No. Or doing the ultimate self-insert with that property, because
nothing new. This is just another but it's not a reference. It's not an homage. It is literally bam in your face. Because for some reason, I guess they were like, well, what if we did a Kamen Rider manga, but it's not, it's kind of parodying it, but also simultaneously becoming it. So Samurai Flamenco, but not. Or more.
I wanted to really mention, it's like, I love Samurai Flamenco, at least the first two arcs, not gonna lie. Not a fan of like the last, I'd say 7 episodes. But yeah, no, those first 2 arcs where he's basically a Kamen Rider and that idol group turn into Sailor Moon, and then you have that second arc where he becomes like with the Red Ranger in like a group of Rangers.
Yeah.
And like there's like a bad guy who's powered by approval ratings.
Mm-hmm.
The more approval I get from the Japanese census, the more powerful I become.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's like, and like even in that first episode of Samurai Flamenco, Goro mentions Kamen Rider. It's like, and then you have like a movie like Superbad, based on the comic book, yes, but like no, not Superbad, Kick-Ass. So like, yeah, no, it's like what if Kick-Ass became a Kamen Rider? Like, it's like, I love shows like that, because it's like you're taking that superhero fantasy and taking it to the real world. And it's like, that's why I prefer series like the ones written by one rather than insert isekai here. The time I was reincarnated as so and so.
Yeah, but enough geeking out of the references. Let us get down to business. So,
yeah, we
this
got. It
this
starts off. Yeah, go ahead.
brand new show that has just started airing today.
Yeah.
Right. So we start off as we do always in these type of stories as a little boy. But before we get to that,
it starts off with this 40-year-old guy like punching through a tree like he's freaking Zangi from Street Fighters, and then it cuts to a flashback.
All right, well, I'm not a huge fan personally of the whole 3 weeks earlier teaser thing. I feel like, we should start our stories where they begin, not start them where they get interested.
Get out.
What?
It's been a while since we've used that clip.
Yep. It's been a while since we needed that clip.
Yeah. But, obviously I feel like it's justified because not crazy and not out of place, but I mean, you take your inspirations from where you can and will, obviously. But someone who literally has parted a tree almost halfway with their own bare fists and in good shape, more or less, like a perfect specimen of health. And you're telling me that your inspiration for all this, like, oh, you must be like, probably trying to be like a bodybuilder or a wrestler or something. But
nope, I just want to be a cyborg.
A Kamen Rider, of all things. Now, again, you're probably like, oh, well, you guys watch Kamen Rider too much. Yeah, but out of all the inspiration that you would take, I mean, as for we have done Ichigo this year, so
many times too.
Yeah, we are like, oh god, can we stop with Ichigo? But the fact is that the story of the Kamen Rider was that he got kidnapped and then genetically, or not genetically, cybernetically enhanced. So the reason why he's fast, strong, is because he got juiced by robotic enhancements. As for this guy, he's just doing it because he's
just doing the Saitama regiment: 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 10-kilometer run, and 100 squats every single day. No air conditioning in the summer or heater in the winter. Eat 3 meals a day. A banana's okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much what he's doing, but he wants to just be a Kamen Rider. But I'm like, then shouldn't you maybe be a policeman or something? Or I don't know. No, that's not good enough because we do see him as a child. And again, this was back in what, in the
1970s.
75?
Although I have some choice things to say in a few seconds, but yeah.
I don't recall that VHS was even a thing back then. Maybe in Japan. In America,
maybe they're beta tapes.
Maybe they are beta tapes. But yeah, this kid is just watching reruns and everything, like hearing his mother like, oh, I gotta go to work, son, and all. And it's just like
he's just occupied. He's just like watching Kamen Rider. And by the way, I love how the animation recreated the first episode. You got that
opening.
Yeah. And you got the Spider-Man where he's like, but then for some reason it cuts to episode 40 where Takashi Hongo does the pose, because as we established, he doesn't do the pose until way later.
The Kamen Rider only could transform while riding his bike, which caused him to transform. It wasn't until episodes later, with the removal of the second Kamen Rider, that a pose was initiated with the original. As we said before, the second Kamen Rider was the genesis of the henshin pose, the rider kicks, rider punch, rider toss. Putting rider at the beginning of every attack. Could be also an homage to anime, how so many characters do a spirit gun or a kameha, that
Nail gun.
Yeah, there wasn't really that much back then. Like, if you did, it was mainly like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kinnikuman didn't come out until way, way later. So I don't know. I might be onto something there. But yeah, to see a child be inspired by the Kamen Rider. Okay, I see it, but are you sure you're trying to reference Ichigo, not Nigo?
Well, it did show Takashi with his luscious locks.
Yeah, it showed Takashi Hongo, Hiroshi Fujioka Sensei, who actually is reprising his vocal role in this show.
Mm-hmm.
The original Kamen Rider is actually voicing and doing everything that Ichigo does when they refer back to those scenes. So
remember how we talked so heavily about the 45th anniversary movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, fast forward, I think it said what? Well, they said 23 years ago, which I would imagine this is like from a child standpoint, maybe like 5 or 6 years later. We go back. The character's name is
Tojima Tanzaburo.
Tojima Tanzaburo, who is voiced by Katsuki Koniyoshi. And this guy, I was like, where have I heard this voice before? I have heard it before.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched it sub too. Don't freaking at me. I'm a dub and sub watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemy. Get lost, weeb. So, Katsuki voices one of the best bros that have ever broed in anime. He's Kamina from Gurren Lagann.
Absolutely.
He's Kamina.
Who the hell do you think I am? I am the writer that's gonna kick your ass.
And for the modern weebs out there, just so you don't feel left out, yeah, for us he's Kamina, but for you guys, he's Tengen. He's the Sound Hashira from Demon Slayer. He's the guy with the 3 wives.
Okay.
So flex on that, man. He's the man that broke the world, but he's also the man with 3 wives.
Alrighty then.
He is a Chad if there ever was one. So we see Tonjima in high school because by the looks of it, yeah, that's a high school uniform, being confessed by a young blonde girl.
Yeah, I'm guessing she's American.
Foreigner? Okay, all right. I mean, it's not crazy, especially during the time. This is like, I would say the mid 80s. So, all right.
Yeah, I'd say early 80s. Because
yeah.
Like if he was like, let's say 7 years old back in 1971, that he'd be 17 at around 1981.
Let's do the math. Okay, let's say that the story takes place right now, 2025, and they said 23 years ago from the point where he's at in his life. So that would mean this took place in 2002. So he was in high school in 2000, so around the same time we were. Like moderately around age-wise. So that means that this kid was watching Ichigo VHSs
back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s. Well, yeah, because there was no Kamen Rider in the 90s. For those who don't know, the Kamen Rider actually took a break.
Yeah, for 11 years. I mean, we got 3 movies, but still.
So this kid was watching Ichigo back in the day, as many of us kids in America were probably watching Adam West Batman or something. You know, it wasn't until like 91 we got Batman the animated series. So I mean, we were kind of limited on our Batman references back then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so 2002, I estimate just by the math. And this kid is in high school, gets confessed, and then the girl takes it back because it was a joke. She lost a bet in front of the whole school. Tojima gets embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah, like I don't care if he lost a bet. It's like,
and that's what you make her do. Really? And I'm like, so are these guys like her? Is that her boyfriend? Is that like who are these guys? Are they friends to him? Why would you? I mean, I say it's more embarrassing for Emily, not Tojime. I'm like, yeah, Tojime's kind of a loner. He's kind of like a whatever type of kid, but that, I mean, if you were going to do something like that, at least try to make it like memorable. Why try to go for the background character?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. I'm like, yeah, that's a waste of a prank right there. Really is. I mean, it's mean. It is mean. But I'm like, that's kind of a waste. You could have, like, maybe for her to tell it to a teacher or something. I don't know.
I'm glad they didn't.
I'm glad they didn't, but I'm like, still, I'm like, go big or go home. God damn it, really? Like, the kid in the background, really? And no, he doesn't cry. He just walks away like,
it's like whatever. It's like, I knew this is too good to be true. It's whatever. But then like she follows him to the riverbed. It's like, who or what are you? I am the man who you should never be around. I'm not one to be trifled with.
It just seems so crazy, like, that he said that. I'm like, are you trying to make yourself sound edgy like Shin Kamen Rider? Well, Kamen Rider was a thing,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for some reason she just kind of like, okay, I guess, but yeah. And then out of nowhere, 3 hoodlums show up. Again, another blonde. What's up with all these blondes in Japan?
It's like if you want to show that you're delinquent, you have to do one of two things: either style your hair into a pompadour or bleach your hair blonde.
I mean,
both.
They did it in Tokyo Revengers.
I was gonna say.
I mean, they did it here. I mean, well, no, that is a thing though. Like dyeing your hair blonde, especially not platinum blonde, but I mean like a golden
bleach blonde. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I get. I'm like, this is the 2000s apparently, so not out of pocket. But yeah, this guy just starts getting all up on Miss Emily and like, that, oh yeah, like you must have broken up with your boyfriend because this guy showed up. I'm like, da da da. And just like out of nowhere, obviously Tojime, being a good boy that he is, decides to stand up for her and defend her. And we're like, oh crap. Now we know adult Tojime is a tough guy. He don't need to say it. He is. We saw that tree. But how is teenage Tojima? Well,
apparently he's doing great. Like honestly, like Loki, like you would think that like maybe like teenage Tojima failed to save someone he cared about. So he spent the next 20-something years training to become stronger. Yeah. No, he was already strong. He was the OG Saitama.
Yeah, no, he just did, it reminds me of someone that I knew in high school who was the same way. I don't know what happened to him, but from like after 5th grade, I just kept noticing he kept working out, kept lifting weights. By the time we were freshmen, he was jacked. God knows why. I don't know why. But you didn't mess with him. But he was one of those kids that wore baggy clothes, so you never knew. You never knew. And it's just like, oh, yeah. And in this case, we see what happens because the delinquent over here winds up trying to throw a punch. Tojime stops it with his bare hand, not even flinching, knocks him like at least a couple good feet that way, and then his 2 grunts get pummeled.
And he's like, and the thing is, it's basically a karmic attack. It's like whatever amount of force you exert onto Tojima, Tojima like throws it back at you. Same amount of force.
Yeah, and so he did. And we're like, all right. Although Emily is kind of like, oh, like he is strong. He's like, yeah, well, don't look at him like he's anything less than girly. I mean, why are you dating this loser? You should be with this guy. But then again, you don't.
And what's funny is that she mentions is like most guys just try to be a delinquent, but you're different. But then it turns out when he beats people up, oh yeah, it turns out you actually were a delinquent.
Yeah, well, the thing is also the fact that, like you beat up a delinquent. That's the thing. It's like
to be fair, you beat up the delinquent in self-defense. Why can't we not acknowledge that?
Yeah. But again, it's like punching a hood in the face or some young punk. You was like, oh no, it's done, it's over, I took care of it. But then they come back with all their homies and their brothers and everything like
posse.
that. The whole damn posse, and it becomes a fucking. I'm like, why the hell did you get these people involved? Mm-hmm. Of all things, and then you're like coming into like the school on, of course, a rainy, cloudy day, having the girl surrounded, calling the kid out to come and fight, and it's like, I actually kind of was wondering what's gonna happen here. Is the school gonna get involved, or the cops gonna get involved?
You'd think
something like that.
School security would get involved.
Something, but no, that doesn't happen. That literally gets called out, goes out there, and delivers probably one of the most badass ever like monologues you can give to a young punk who wants to, fight, like, or say we're gonna start a war, and I'm like, a war?
Yeah,
a war? What are you talking about? You're a bunch of fucking punks, a bunch of kids who live at home, taking your parents' money, sleeping in their house, eating their food, like this and that, blah blah. Like, what do you guys know about war? What do you guys know about anything? It's like you guys are just suckling on your parents' teeth.
Yeah, and I love the way he like even says it. It's like we don't have jobs. We're not members of society. Kids like that talking about rising to the top or having showdowns with rival schools, like freaking when they're still getting food and money from their parents, bathing and sleeping in someone else's house, and you want to talk about war? That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, no, seriously.
So if you want to fight, then fight against evil, which is like the complete 180 of where he was going.
Well, yeah, that is true. And again, I'm like, this is a very powerful scene right here. Just him like, yeah, like how many times have we seen young kids like go and do shit that's like, why the hell did you do that? Like, why did you go that far? Why did you make these things happen? Like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, they just do. They just do.
Stupidity is a behavior, not a trait.
So either or, I'm like, all right, fine. Our poor boy Tojima does get his ass kicked because it's literally 10-on-1. I say 10, it could have been more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say about 15.
But, and again, we do see him all bloodied up, he's beaten to hell. All these motherfuckers are just like proud of what they've done,
Walking away with Emily.
Well, yeah, walking away with Emily, like not wondering, like, okay, what's gonna happen, But yeah, Emily calls out for him, and he rises up
immediately. Not even like a slow, dramatic shonen get up. No, he just like goes up like one of those like punch dummies.
Yeah, he literally shoots up like, hold on. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, you made me do it. I didn't want to do it, but you're gonna make me do it.
And then he takes his shirt off. It turns out he has like a Sharpie drawing of Rider Typhoon on his waist.
That is one thing that I kind of said to myself. I'm like, do I have a Kamen Rider tattoo? No, not yet. I actually am thinking about something, but do I have a Sentai or a Toko tattoo? No, not yet. There is a design in the process. Did you Sharpie that onto your actual stomach?
Yes.
I mean, okay, but I mean, again, I'm like, as an adult watching this show, and again, looking back at like my younger years, I'm like, I don't know if like showing that. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get laid by this. You're not getting any girlfriends. I promise you that. Or even popularity points. If you were not popular at this point, then okay, fuck it. But I mean, Kamen Rider. It's the same thing with anime like 5-10 years ago. If you watched anime, you dork. Now everyone watches it. But the fact that he gets up, and of course they're surprised, but that he took off his shirt and showing us the rider belt, the henshin belt,
the Sharpie one,
and he stands up and does Fujioka Sensei, Hongo's pose, not Ichimonji, Hongo, and then just like, I am the Kamen Rider. I'm like, I don't think they're scared. I think they're more shocked and embarrassed that you admitted to that.
I mean, it's a great way to let their guard down.
No, yeah, because obviously even Emily's mouth is like jaw dropped to the floor. And it's like, what on earth is this? What this is the guy I'm literally like putting my life on the line with? Honey, shut up. Because he just destroyed them. It's like
it cuts to the background. Like we're doing like a whole 4Kids thing. Like it cuts to the background. We hear punches and grunts, and like we're thinking, oh my god, is Tojima getting his butt kicked again? It's like, no, everyone but Tojima is on the floor.
It fades to white, and then it reappears again with Tojima standing in a battlefield of bodies of white uniforms from this other school. You see Emily, you see the teachers, their jaws are dropped. You see that guy who made Emily confess her love to Tojima just in the background,
he's like panicking, like he's the guy I tried to make fun of.
What the fuck did I just see? No, what did we just see? How come we didn't see it? I guess
that would have been way more interesting than whatever we just saw in that one other show. Yeah. Oh yeah, clip show.
Yeah, no, seriously. But I don't know how Emily feels, especially like after that. But again, Tojima, you took it the wrong way. She's not embarrassed or scared of you because you said you were the Kamen Rider. Because I mean, you're a hero at this point to her. You kind of wiped your face, and your face is all bloody and bruised like Luffy getting punched by Nami. And you kind of scared her with that.
Yeah.
But then you took it as like kind of what Hongo did in the first 12 episodes of Kamen Rider.
It's like I've lost my humanity.
My humanity. I'm like, yeah, Hongo, chill out, dude. I don't think you lost anything. And if you want to hear what
I remember in the show Super Crooks, like we did this whole thing trying to build up the main character, like having the hots for like this ginger girl, and like of course like she had that pool party and a lot of people died because he lost control of his powers. But then like we cut to the future, and it's a completely different girl that he's like already engaged to.
Yeah, but we cut forward to the future now, to where our current point is a 40-year-old Tojima.
Yeah,
revealing.
So after punching that tree to death, he encounters a bear. It's like, it's just a bear. It's just a bear.
Just a bear. Again, I don't quote me on this, but I'm like, I don't think bears get to be that big in Japan. I know that bears do exist there. They do have their own species of bears, but I'm like, this is a full-on grizzly that we got here. I don't know if bears grow. I could be wrong. I don't know. But he's like, oh, a bear? Really? Who are you, Saitama from One Punch Man? Oh, it's just another demon lord. God. It's like, no, he fights this bear, and the bear is having an inner monologue. Like, is this guy even human? Yeah, the bear speaks.
The bear is having an inner monologue.
The bear is shocked. I'm like, who is this guy? Is he human? I'm like, No, he's human. He really is human. It's just that, well, he doesn't want to be human. He actually, after beating the bear, after doing all that crap, he screams to the heavens that he wishes that Shocker would kidnap him to turn him into a cyborg.
Like, jeez. Like, honest, bro, like, at this point, you're not sounding like your Ichigo. You're sounding like your Scorpion Man.
Yeah, no, and for those who don't know what that is, go watch our Ichigo review, and you'll find out what we mean. But we now cut into the other part of this episode where, just like everyone else, there's got to be a time that you got to move beyond childish things. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Don't. We'll keep working hard. Apparently, Tojima decides to sell his vintage Kamen Rider collection.
Because he's like, oh, I'm going to die alone. And when I die, some random person's just going to throw my stuff into a trash can. So I may as well sell it off so that at least someone who actually wants my junk is actually going to enjoy it.
Well, I'm like, Tojima, you're like 40 years old, bro. I don't think you're going to be in the grave soon.
Mm-hmm. Especially in our present day culture where, like, let's be honest, women in their 40s, present day, are the freakiest when you go out.
You know, as you know, some people have said your 30s are your new 20s and your 40s are your new 30s. I mean, it's
please. Your 40s are your late 20s.
It's crazy, but I mean, you know, you're not stupid at that point.
Yeah.
You know. But either or, it is kind of sad seeing Tojima do that because I'm like, well, I don't think you're going to die soon, Tojima. But I understand where you're getting at. But yeah, turns out that while he's just like living in a single apartment in the middle of nowhere, he just winds up seeing the news and hears that Shocker has appeared and started causing trouble.
Yeah, and he's like watching the video footage. It's like, oh, it's not Shocker. It's just some random guys in ski masks pretending to be Shocker. What in the Night Flight Dynaman is this?
Yeah, he's not too happy about it. But of course, it's like, yeah, they have footage of these guys actually doing, like, wearing ski masks that represent the Shocker, like the grunt mask, and doing the famous screech.
Elon Musk thing, yes.
Yeah, the famous soldier salute and the screeching noise that they normally do.
Yes, the terrorists that say E.
And of course, well, he pays no never mind because it's like, oh, whatever, it's just a one-time thing. But he notices that the festival, it's a summer festival, is coming up. Where he has flashbacks of him being a young boy buying takoyakis and enjoying the summer festival. Which
I mean, he's not wrong. Festival takoyaki probably tastes better than any other takoyaki. Just like how truck tacos taste better than literally anywhere else tacos.
Well, you know, it all depends on where you go.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have like pop-up tacos that are also really good. Like this one place on Eagle Rock Boulevard outside of the Target. When you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the al pastor that they have there, oh my god, it is so good.
But what we wind up finding out is that the Shocker grunts who have been causing these crimes, and apparently it's been not just a single event. There are a bunch of them happening.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird. Very, very weird that all over Japan there are mimic Shocker grunts committing crimes, and it's not just like, and they're very in their criminal acts. Some of them are just assaults or just plain robbery. Mm-hmm. Which okay, maybe some of them are in groups, some of them are singles, but
apparently whenever they put their ski masks on, they feel a sense of empowerment. Oh, geez. Have you guys been watching Fresh and Fit again?
Have you been watching those red pill motherfucker speaking. Come on, really?
Bruh,
Anyway.
like there was even an episode of King of the Hill about that, and I didn't even watch the new season.
I know. But yeah, apparently the three that we've noticed in the first attack, we noticed that they're here with their boss. Who is this guy? We don't know. But
Can you imagine if this guy used to be that one guy from when Tojima was a teenager?
I was maybe thinking that. I'm like, it could be. But this guy admits that he's a fan of Shocker, not of the comic.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine if that guy, like from high school back then, was a fan of Shocker? Like we got a real life Mel Fujitsu here from Akiba Ranger Season 2, and that's the name I'm gonna go by when I refer to him.
It could be. It is possible because. The thing is that even him saying that Shocker was the reason why he became a gangster, even his cronies are looking at him like, what
Bruh.
the fuck?
Bruh.
Really? That is possibly like, so you could have been just a nobody, a middle blue collar nobody, but because you're a fucking weeb, you decided I'm gonna be the bad guy because I don't know. Insert any villain from any show to say that was your inspiration for going down a criminal route. Not trauma, not because of a bad life or a way to survive, or like maybe you were indoctrinated or groomed into this life. No. You watched a TV show and that's like, insert Ray Liotta's opening from Goodfellas. But knowing that he only did it because he saw a gangster movie, not because he grew up in it or around it. It's like environment. It's because he just saw it. He's like, I always wanted to be a gangster after watching that one movie. Do you even know what the movie is? No.
But I know it had Robert De Niro in it. I don't remember if he was the dad who tried to keep his son from becoming a gangster, or if it was the Robert De Niro where he tried to groom his son into becoming one. Yeah. And I do know that it was a movie with Robert De Niro in it, and Joe Pesci makes a cameo somewhere in the film.
Yeah. And by Scorsese, but again,
or Coppola.
Fine. That has got to be to me. That's the most pathetic thing I can. I mean, so Tojima wanted to be a Kamen Rider. Okay, this is the most pathetic thing I've heard. That's why you're a criminal. That's why you shake down takoyaki vendors because of a bunch of neo-Nazis who couldn't take over even a small city council in the original Kamen Rider show, let alone the whole nation of Japan. They got bought out and became another faction that they kept calling them Geldum, not Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be Shocker. They couldn't even...
Just a reminder, Geldum destroyed all of Shocker in episode 80.
They couldn't even steal a kid's candy money. And they wanted to do that so they could take the kid's money and destroy the Japanese economy.
Yeah, the worst that Shocker did was use those humanoid seahorses.
I mean, whoever watches is like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. We actually have reviewed the original Ichigo. And
all 98 episodes and 3 films.
And we were just like, what? I mean, I understand it. I get it's kind of like watching the original, like the Adam West Batman or the old black and white Superman, shows. Where it's like, wait. So Superman was fighting gangsters and pickpockets, not Lex Luthor, not Brainiac, not Metallo, not Darkseid. He's
especially not Metallo or Darkseid.
He's fighting some random criminals. And
also, don't forget, Adam West Batman had a villain named King Tut, who was a schizophrenic archaeologist who made himself believe that he himself is indeed King Tut. And Penguin had a girlfriend for 2 episodes named Donna Lasagna or something like that.
There was also Egghead by the great Vincent Price, and the revamping of the Mad Hatter, which is not the Mad Hatter of Alice in Wonderland, but a guy obsessed with hats. His crimes were hat-based crimes. Also,
and we had not one but two different actresses playing Catwoman,
and also the Riddler. Remember that Frank Gorshin was away for a while, and then Gomez Adams himself,
Raul,
took over for a while. So
of course,
and it's like, if I were to tell you those, and you're like, "Oh, the Joker or whomever," you'd be like, "Wait, what did the Joker do?" He stole a koi fish from a pond to put it in his aquarium, and it was holding it ransom for $1,000 unless Batman were to give him the money, and that's why he held the whole town in hostage, was for a fish. Mm-hmm. Or that whole scene where Batman and Robin are going upstairs and they meet the Green Hornet, and they're like, "Who are you guys?" "We're deputized officers of the law here in Gotham." When? Batman?
Even in Arrow season 5, they at least outright said that, "Oh yeah, no, the Arrows have deputized."
The point I'm trying to make is, some guy telling me that the reason why you're a super villain was for an inept version of a villain that nowadays people look back and be like, "Oh, the evil organization they were a bunch of bumbling morons." It's like saying, "I'm going to be a bad guy because of Team Rocket." Well, are you talking
and not just Team Rocket? I mean specifically Jesse and James.
Yeah. Are you talking about like Pokemon Origin Team Rocket, or are you talking?
Are you talking about Pokemon Adventures Team Rocket, where they made like a 3-headed hybrid?
Yeah. Are you talking about Jesse and James? Because it's like, wow, dude, really? I know we went on.
Team Rocket from Heart Gold and Soul Silver was surprisingly menacing.
No, yeah,
even though they were just simping for Giovanni, who's hiding under a rock, literally.
Yeah, no. But okay, so we get a shakedown at the takoyaki stand where Tojima bought his takoyakis, which, for those who don't know, they're fried octopus balls.
Yes, be sure to enjoy them on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, they're very tasty. So for some reason, they're just shaking this poor guy down. Everyone's seeing this poor old man getting shaken down and beaten up, that Tojima is like, "I don't know what to do. What should I do?" "Tojima, you just fought a bear, dude. You could help him. This guy, he's known you since you were a kid. What are you going to do?" "I'm going to walk over to the man who's selling the masks, the festival
masks." Yeah.
Which, if you actually pay attention, there's a V3 mask.
Yeah. And a human tackle mask. Also, and I think there might be an Aka Ranger one.
I want to say Aka, but I was like, are you sure that's not Zenkaiger? Just by how it looks, that looked like Zenkaiger.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, we finally get the moment. That is the moment.
Yeah, I see a Kitsune, a red ogre, a blue ogre. Of course, you got to have those two ogres there. Yeah, no, it is interesting seeing all those Matsuri masks. Yeah, no, I swear that's... Yeah, I can see why you think that looks more like... But hey, they have Rider Man.
No, yeah, Rider Man's there.
Yeah, Rider Man's there. Yeah, so they have Ichigo, technically Nigo, because like they use the same mask more or less, depending on which version you're watching. But like no X, no Amazon, no Stronger.
But yeah. That, for some reason, we're just focusing on the first three. But yeah,
4.
Due to a montage of him being a boy, a teenager, and doing the henshin pose.
And I love how like when he puts it on, like he goes like full Dio Brando when he puts on the stone mask.
It is kind of crazy though, as he does do it. There is a new version of Let's Go Kamen Rider being played as he presents himself.
I know. I was like super hyped about it.
I was like, what? I didn't know that when I first watched it until finally I heard the Rider jump. And I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah, no, like as he's like looking down on the mask, it's like Semaru Shoka Jigoku no Gundan.
It's a really good version that I do want to find this song. I really do. I'm hoping I can. But
yeah. And I swear, when he puts on that mask, like you see those three lights from that come from the belt. We see like flames in his heart. It's like it's literally Dio transforming into a vampire.
Yeah, no. And again, the theme song of Kamen Rider is being played at this moment, and it's an Americanized version of the song. I actually am hearing that there are American lyrics. It's an Americanized version of the Kamen Rider theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Even so much that the Kamen Rider does his Rider punch and finally a Rider kick to the big fat one, which causes him to throw up everything he's eaten at that.
Yeah, what I love is how he just like leaps on top of one of those awnings, and then uses the awning as a trampoline to gain more height when he does his flying kick.
Yeah.
But no, it's also funny how he's clearly crying like underneath the mask. It's like that meme of like the guy where it's he's wearing a mask where he's like everything's cool, but like underneath he's like.
Well, he fulfilled his dream technically.
Yeah,
he did become the Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
and he
man, the way he jumps on top of that awning to do that kick, it's just so beautiful.
It really is something, because I'm like, okay, and then we finish the episode with the closing credits, focusing on Kamen Rider. How would we put this? This is
okay. So he runs off because he doesn't want to make a scene, and then we get what looks like a stop motion end credit scene where you have like dancing takoyaki.
It's Kamen Rider Takoyaki.
Kamen Rider Takoyaki.
Have we ever had a Kamen Rider Takoyaki? Actually, yes, we have. We do have
Kamen Rider Blade.
Kamen Rider Blade, but also Kamen Rider Oz. Oz uses the taco for his leg.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah.
So it's like, okay. But they're still after scene credits.
There's a woman who sees the video clip and she's like, "What? Someone did this before me? I was supposed to stop a bank robbery, and he's only wearing a mask. I'm in full costume. Who is this woman? Some long-haired, very athletic-looking woman wearing a very not safe for work version of Human Tackle costume from Kamen Rider Stronger."
Yeah, it was, honestly, this could be considered one of the first lady riders.
More or less.
Like every single, like now we've been getting it a lot, that there are a lot of girls that are donning Kamen Rider or Rider drives. And this kind of was the pre-genesis of it, technically. But yeah, who is this strong-built, not safe for work version of Human Tackle? Well, we're gonna have to find out next week.
Yes.
So that's it.
That's the episode.
That's it. That is no. Play it. I want to say that Tojima is giving Akira Date vibes.
Oh yeah, no, like honestly, like,
but not
if he wasn't so emo, like he would be a beast.
I would imagine, like, again, just with how he sounds, I'm like, that sounds like Akira Date. Hiroyo, who is an actor in Japan who does many Toko shows. So
yeah, what's interesting is that Akira Date's actor recently was at a meet and greet. I can't remember if it was Singapore or Philippines.
It was Indonesia.
Indonesia. Yeah, it's one of those Southeast Asian countries. And yeah, no, he was being very adorable as you would expect.
The
from
man
him.
needs to come to the States. He really does. He really
Please, Toku Spirits,
hero.
please try to book this guy.
You must come to America. Oh my god, if they announce that Hero is coming to PMC, no, that's it. I'm going. I don't give a crap. I'm getting my
also Metal Yoshida. Bring Metal Yoshida here. I want
Metal Yoshida. Yeah.
I want these two green beefcakes together in the same room.
That's too much man to handle. But
That's too much man for one con.
But yes, that is it for this episode. And really, how we started this? It gives the vibes of a Toko fan, especially the original Toko fans of their childhoods, watching them and growing up and wanting to be. I want to know, because there was a scene in this episode, where we see Tojime's dad as he gives his son money to go to the summer festival. We saw his mom, we seen his dad, but we saw his dad walk away and then he disappeared.
Oh my god. Did Shocker kidnap him on the way to get milk?
Did something happen to his father? Why continue wanting to be a Kamen Rider and fight evil? And obviously he's waiting for Shocker to appear. But, and that's the same thing goes with Tackle that's now being for the next episode. Why are you doing this? What's the reason? What's going on? I mean, obviously with the Kamen Rider series, there's some evil organization or some forces that are trying to take over the world. Here, it just seems so random, but I'm loving it, and I'm waiting to see what happens next. Yeah. So, would I recommend this show for the new winter lineup for any anime fan? Yeah. If you want to watch a show with action and whatnot, it's here. You might learn something. You might even ask yourself. I've actually gotten 3 people today, I don't know why, into watching Kamen Rider series. They've actually asked me, and I've referred to them to shows that I think they would enjoy. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, here, watch this. By all means, I enjoyed it. I want to know what happens next. I want to know what happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got someone to watch Zets not too long ago. Granted, this was before Zets premiered, because this was before Zets premiered. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's new season. It's gonna premiere on September 7th. It's like, oh man, I gotta go check it out, and they did, and they liked it. Good for you.
Good for them.
Not gonna lie though, I wish the strap was longer though.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them, but also I have noticed how pretty awesome those Zets drivers are.
Yeah, but I just wish the strap was just like maybe 3 inches longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's a pretty fun driver. It's like yeah. Oh man, I love that fake out where you hold it around the waist. It's like.
But yeah, I mean, Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider,
and so do we. Well, actually, no. It's like honestly, if it comes to a question of do you want to be a Kamen Rider, it's like it should be the same thing as that one movie, The Menu, when he gets sous chef Jeremy. It's like, do you want my life? No, chef. Yeah.
Yeah, because do you want to be Batman? Do you want to be Superman? Do you want to be Spider-Man? No.
It's like, do you know the trauma that having that life comes with?
No. But again, I'm pretty sure that Tojima here will find out, and hopefully we get a good run on the show. Mm-hmm. So, what besides final thoughts? What else?
I'm excited because honestly, this feels like if Saitama from One Punch Man was in the show Samurai Flamenco.
if Samurai Flamenco was actually interesting, I'm pretty sure it would have been considered more so. I'm not saying it wasn't.
I mean,
The
the first two arcs for Samurai Flamenco were interesting. It's just that third arc made it crash and burn.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, let's get all these American superheroes to show up, and then there's gonna be like an evil version of me, and then for some reason he has to get naked and hug his evil counterpart. For some reason, like, is the whole getting naked part necessary?
But yeah, no, this is, I mean, again, I know we've had several Kamen Rider series and animes, but here you go. This is one that, is a starting point. So,
yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we do. But yeah, scores. I'd give this one a 10. Honestly, it was a really nice hook.
There's nothing to compare it to, and the opening is solid because we do get a story and straight to the point of what it is we're doing. So yeah, it's a 10 opening. Yeah. It may not get like the hype or something of this, but it's a solid opening to a show. But we'll see what happens later on. It could dwindle. Who knows?
All right, Triple XYZ. Oh wow, a new podcast. I love all the stuff you guys are cranking out lately. Thank you so much. Yeah.
It's going.
We're just trying to evolve with the times. And I love that you are adding anime to your content. I know you guys used to do Fudo PI, but it's only had 12 episodes. Yeah, I mean, like we can also do like Godzilla movies at our discretion and whatnot. I mean, I definitely want to cover like other content like Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, and I know this guy definitely wants to. And like Metal Hero and Tomeka Rescue Series and Gensation Justerizer. Jake and I are always nerding about Justerizer. Like, we may as well. And also, again, like if we do Justerizers, that means we have to do Caesar X, which features Tsundere Bird Boy as the Blue Beetle guy.
Yeah.
And a certain chubby Power Ranger as Gordo. That's his actual name, people. Gordo.
Have we decided whether or not to involve an unofficial tokusatsu team on this section?
Yeah, I think that's Sentai Hero territory, but probably.
I mean, they did have that giant, and then they still have that giant exhibition in Japan. They're not in the main. They're not in the main hallway. They are, but they're kind of put to a corner.
Yeah, to a tiny little corner. Yeah. Hey, Frank Sinatra said, "One little corner is enough for me."
Instead of putting it in the Sentai, this little podcast could honestly host them, and they could be the stars of this. Who knows? But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think all of us were Tojima to a certain degree. I mean, yeah.
Technically, I mean, if you look at like kids, how many kids were like pretending to be Jason or more so Tommy back in the day?
And how many of them became cosplayers now?
And still how many, again, following so many people on whether it be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, and just seeing them like cosplaying as their favorite Rangers, I'm like, oh, so yeah, it's not just about the Reds, it's about this one or that one. It's like love
or like imagine, or like but like sometimes you grow into it more. Like imagine being Tom Constantine, like he was just a Power Ranger fan, but then like he became the suit actor for Void Knight, and he had like an actual speaking role in Kamen Rider Geats and a lesser role in the 20th anniversary Fies movie.
Mm-hmm. So it all just depends on where it takes you.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not that one dude on that one helicopter who just says Kamen Rider, and then like the helicopter blows up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh wait, we didn't read this. I swear that Mob Boss reminds me of Mel Fujitsu from Akiba Ranger 2. You mean 2 Shogun? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting because because what's it called? The design is based on a General Car from Dynaman, which is who Mel Fujitsu was in the English dub of Dynaman. Is it just me, or does the V3 guy kind of look like Skullman? I need to check the poster for that because it's like, wait, what? For real? Hold on. Let's have a look. See. Let's see. Wants to be a Kamen Rider. Let's look at the poster. Okay. Honestly, yeah, he honestly he does look like Skullman's like human identity. That is kind of interesting.
We're talking about the guy in black, right?
Yeah, the guy in black. Yeah, he looks like Skull. He looks like Skullman's human identity.
Well, again, Skullman was the inspiration for Kamen Rider. Yeah. So, I mean, I know, that's the thing that we know, but that's kind of common knowledge in Japan. It's like, yeah, everyone knows that. Well, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, there is an homage there. There is an homage.
Yeah. Man, I love the Skullman anime. Oh man, it was so fun. Yeah. Like honestly, like the manga though, it's like, yeah, Ishinomori did not put too much variation in his manga, but still, the story writing was just phenomenal, regardless. But yeah, and that's it for the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Dig the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We love you guys. We're busting out a lot of content for you. We got Kamen Rider O's, Kamen Rider Z's, Ultraman Omega, number 1 Sentai Gojuger, Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. And yeah, like we got a bunch of interviews. We got let's see, we got Selwyn Ward, Jazz Budawalia, Mike Jin, Sarah Thompson, and now and starting tomorrow we will also have Holly Shanahan. I finished editing the interview for that today. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. That's right. Camille from Jungle Fury is our anti-penultimate interview from Morphicon that will be uploaded to YouTube. There'll be 2 more after that. We'll have one on Friday. No, one on Thursday, one on Friday. So our last 3 PMC interviews are going to be like back-to-back starting tomorrow. So stick around for those. We have a lot of content for you guys. And also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we're going to be posting up interviews from ToonCon as well, starting next week. And yeah, we love you guys. Stick around for our 30K subscriber special, which will be later this month. And want to check out our personal content, where can the people find you?
Josh on IG. Thank you so much, you guys.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. And of course, if you want to say hi to us in person, we'll be at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic-Con and August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon. We love you guys. We hope to see you again real soon. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good one. Bye, guys.
Night, guys.
And see.